Okay, so I've already made this, and but when I did the video, it's stuffed up somehow, so we have to re-record the whole thing all over again. So let's have a quick crack at this and see if we can whiz through this. Okay, so essentially, basically what you're trying to do is you're looking at this as if it's a rectangular block, so to speak. So that's the way we're going to approach it. We're going to do the sketching on this front face like it looks like that, and then we'll proceed to make it into that shape. Okay, so we're going to go to sketch. Obviously make sure that the front matches up with the front. Okay, so the size of the block that we're looking at is 134 by 50.8. So create a rectangle, center rectangle, pick out your center point, and we want 134 by 58.5, and press enter. And that's my son crying in the background because he won't get his own way. No, you're not getting on the computer, go away. And so now from there what we're going to do is we're going to do some sketches on there. And the circle, the arc on the bottom actually comes through that. So we're going to do that first, so let's go to our circle, make sure it lines up in the middle here. And the circle says that it has a radius of 22.5, which is obviously then 45 as a diameter. Now it doesn't poke through the bottom. The bottom that has to be the same height as the bottom of the bottom line there. So we're going to obviously apply a tangent constraint between that to the bottom line. And it shifts over, so we also got to apply a second constraint to vertically constrain that to the center of our shape like that. So that's the shape that we want. We're then going to draw some straight lines coming across. The first one goes all the way across. Make sure that these are at 0 degrees, or they're perpendicular to the ends. Okay. Now that line there, from there to the bottom of that circle is, that line is 10 millimeters from the center of the circle. So get your dimension tool, from the center of the circle to the line, we want that to be 10. Now from that we have, that's it, look, defines our sort of bottom edge. Now from that we go up to 18, so we're going to draw another line that's going across here. So let's just bring that in again, making sure that that is perpendicular and tangent and everything else. Dimension that line and this line, they need to be 18. Then do a third line going across, again making sure that it is 0 degrees. This one needs to be 12. Like that. Okay, so that's our horizontal ones, and that'll come into play in a minute of what we're trying to do. We can do a bit of trimming now and trim some stuff out. Let's get rid of that, and that, and that, and that in the middle. And that's our dimension line, so that won't let us trim. We don't need that bit in there, so we can get rid of that. And we don't need that bit there, and we don't need that bit there. So we want something that looks a bit like that. Okay. We're also going to, excuse me, put some vertical lines in. So let's just do one from there through to the bottom. Actually, you can go to the go to the bottom line there. Make sure it doesn't constrain to something. So that's there. Just do another one next to that. Again, make sure that these are at 90 degrees. And then we want two more on this side. One there. One on this side over here. Like that. Okay, dimension these ones off. And what we want is from this edge to this edge to be 35. From there to be 9. And move that across a bit. There we go. This one to this one should be 46. This one to this one should be 9 again. And then that should leave this distance here to be 35, which it is, which is what we want. Okay, so that's all good. We're going to draw another circle in the middle of that circle, which is a diameter of 25. So bring that in there like that. And I think we're about done. So now we're going to go finish sketch. And we are going to go extrude. And basically we can sort of select everything from what we've done. So select all the, oh, don't worry about that middle circle, like that. And we're punching this through 50 mils and going OK. Now the reason why we are now going to reapply that sketch, so we're going to turn it back on again so we can see it. Now these top two quadrants here, they're going to disappear altogether. So let's go extrude, select that and that, and we can actually go that and that and that and that. Distance goes to all as a cut, go OK. And then we're going to go extrude again, and we're going to select that and that, and they're going to go in 20 millimeters. Which will leave this being as 30. Oh, sorry, other way around. They're going to go 30. That's right, and leave that as 20. Yeah, cut that away. So that leaves us with that sort of a shape. And from there, we are actually finished with the sketch, so we can turn that sketch off now. Okay, so now we're going to apply a few fillets, because I think that there are fillets in there even though they don't actually specify something. So we are just going to put some small fillets in there, and there, and there, and there of 3 mil. So it's just going to smooth that out a little bit like that. And then we're going to put a chamfer on the bottom edge there of 3. So do a chamfer down the bottom. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Okay, so now we're going to do some more chamfers. And we're going to chamfer that edge, that edge. Oh, I need some fillets in here. So let's actually not do that first. Go cancel, let's put the fillets in first because it makes a difference. Fillet there of 3. Okay, now go back into your chamfer. Chamfer that, that edge, that edge, that edge, that edge, that edge, that edge. 3. Okay, that is looking great. A chamfer in the centre circle. Also of 3. Alright, so that's looking much like the one that we've got there already. Okay, we need a hole at the top here. So let's go to top, hole, select the face. Now, normally I've done points in my other videos. This time I'm going to use these reference squares here to actually reference the circle from. And so the first reference, we're going to select this front edge here, and so the distance from the front edge is 14. And don't press enter on the keyboard, otherwise it accepts all the measurements there. Then go select for the next one and select that edge there, and that should be 23, which should put it in the middle. Okay, now the type of hole that it is a counter, it's not counter bore, it is a counter sink hole. The top of that has a 10.4 diameter, which is this one here, which is 10.4. Angle is 90, that's correct, and that's correct. The lower diameter down here is 5.5. And it's going down a distance, which is this one up here, of 23.81. And once you've done all that, you can look at it if you wanted to, and go OK. and there your hole is going all the way through. Beautiful, that's exactly what we want to do. Okay, last part of this is to sculpt out the back up here. So just going to do a quick sketch on that face, and we're going to draw a circle up here. That circle has a radius of 42, which makes a diameter of 84. So it's a big circle. We need to constrain that, 3 constraints, 1 to the centers to make sure that it lines up in the center, like that. Third one is, and it actually says it on our drawing, it says diameter to be centered in block and coincident to both corners. So coincident constraint is this one here, and we want to coincident to those corners there. So from there to there, and from that to that, like that. So that's the two that we've got. Now, have I done the right ones? Let me just check. It says it's to these two here. So let's just go delete these. I'll show you delete these. So if we go cancel, if I click on one of these dots, you can see it highlights in blue. If you press delete, you'll get rid of them. So if you click on it once, then click on that little symbol, press delete. If I move this now, you can see I can shift that around. Now go back into my coincident constraint, and I want that to coincident to that, and that to coincident to that. Come on. Well, it's not playing very nicely. Let's try that again. No, it's not going to let me select it. I think you'll be alright if at least if you can get one. If you get one, you should be okay. Go okay. See, I can't move my circle. It won't shift. So one's okay. Go finish sketch. Get you extrude. Grab that, and then you need to go through distance is all. Just do a flip to go through the other way. Go okay. It cuts that away, and so there's our top view. I'll rotate that up and to the isometric, and there's our view from the front as per the diagram that's there. Again, if you wanted to, you could apply colour to that. So if I went to document settings, appearance, I could put something like powder coat white, for example. Now see, I can't apply that because I haven't downloaded it. So what you'd need to do is to actually click on that. You see it's downloading at the moment. Now that it's downloaded, drop that on there, and there it is, white. So don't forget to save that. I'm going to save this over the top of one that I've already got because my other alignment bracket is obviously there already. So I'm just going to go cancel on that. So we can save that. And I'm going to save this as alignment bracket 2. Save, and that's it. That's how you do that one.